我绝不动摇。
Hey guys, what's up? Ragnarok here with part number 3 of my Rising Sun Yellow Turban Huang Shao campaign on Legendary difficulty. So we're going to play through a bit more of this today. I'm not sure exactly how long I'm going to go for. I'd like to be able to do 4 hours, but unfortunately I have a friend coming by later today, so I'm not sure what time they're gonna get here. So because of that, I'll probably have to cut things a little bit early, but we'll see how things go and try and get as much done as I can and just have some fun playing some Yellow Turbans. We'll play some more of the recordings from the Sun-Tzu Art of War and just try and enjoy some of that. Just give me 1 second to make sure everything is set up properly, guys. It's really interesting that on... Okay, there we go. Alright. Yeah, looks like everything is ready to go. Alright, good. Let's get this thing started. I'm not sure what happened down here, that we have damaged buildings, but I guess we'll repair them. I still don't want to dip too far into the treasury. I just want to keep this in reserve in case we have to go into the negative again, recruiting troops. But most of the investment, I think, is going to be around this area. Upgrading that fishing port wouldn't be a bad idea, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. Just make sure our food reserves are high, because that's going to be extremely important, especially if we've got this level 5 settlement. I'm not quite ready to invest too much over here just yet. I would like to upgrade this, but we'll hold off for now, especially since we've got, I believe this guy is at war with us. Is he not? Just want to take a look at the attitude of our neighbors. Okay, they don't like us so much. Let me see. At least we're not at war with them. So the next focus is on Yuan Shao and these guys down here. Oh, this is this is Yuan Shao's army, or one of them. Alright. See if we can catch up to them. We need to get a little bit of replenishment as well. We're getting quite a bit of replenishment here. I'd like to get another army in the field. What's our garrison like? Garrison's solid there. And solid here as well. It's almost a full strength. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not sure I'm gonna want to send Huang Shao, our main force, back to deal with them. I'd rather strike against their into their territory. I'd really like to retake this and just start moving against him. Just wondering if now is a good time to start recruiting some more troops, or if I should wait. Definitely not at the livestock farm. Could raise an army here potentially. Oh, we've got no characters available. Never mind. Is it the characters? Is it dependent on where? Let me see. Is it dependent on where? No. We just have no characters in general. Wish I didn't get that other guy killed earlier. Alright, so I don't think there's anything to do for us here. Let's just hit another end turn. Yeah, I figured they were going to attack this livestock farm. Alright, I think we should fight this, mainly to try and do some damage to them, because I don't think auto-resolve is going to do a ton of damage. Predicted casualties medium. But we'll fight it and see if we can make the most of this situation. But in the meantime, I'm gonna play. So I've recorded another piece of the introduction, and this part is just talking about the archaeology in China and some of the more recent finds and how the recent finds are starting to change our understanding of early China. So I'm gonna play this part for you guys, and then we'll get into chapters. I think I have chapters 5 through 9 recorded, and we'll play some of those throughout the rest of the Let's Play. Archaeology, a revolution in the study of early China. For students of culture concerned with the formative period of Chinese civilization and its development, the discovery of lost textual materials reported to the world in China's archaeological journals since the resumption of their publication in 1972 has been nothing short of breathtaking. The texts that have been recovered are of several kinds. One category of documents is that of extant texts. The texts in this grouping are important because they have been spared the mishandling of those perhaps well-intentioned but not always well-serving editors and scribes responsible for a 2,000-year transmission. For example, the December 1973 excavation of the Ma Wang-tu tomb number 3 in Hunan, dating from 1868 BC, has yielded us 2 editions of the Lao Tzu that predate our earliest exemplars by 500 years. D.C. Lao's recently published revision of his Lao Tzu translation based on a study of the Ma Wang-tu text is an effective demonstration of the value of these new documents in resolving textual problems that have plagued commentators for these 2,000 years. And with Robert G. Henrich's Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching, in this same Classics of Ancient China series, careful textual work goes on. In addition to the Lao Tzu and the Sun-Tzu, The Art of Warfare, included here in the 2nd volume of the series, portions of the Book of Changes, the I Ching, Intrigues of the Warring States, Chang Ku Days, and Spring and Autumn Annals of Master Yen-chʻu Chun-chua have also been unearthed and are undergoing the same kind of detailed analysis. It has even been reported that a partial text of the Analects was recovered at a Ting County site in Hubei province in 1973 find, but at this writing, the material has not yet been made available to foreign scholars. Another category of document that has been recovered is that of extant texts that have long been regarded by scholars as being apocryphal, that is, works of doubtful authorship and authority. Portions of the military treatises, 6 Strategies, Lu Tao, and Master Wei Liao Tzu, found in the cache of military writings in tomb number 1 of Yin-chʻu, belong to this group. Of course, the discovery of these texts in a tomb dating from 140 BC is ample evidence of their vintage. There is also the collection of Master Wen-Tzu fragments found at a Ting County site that, by virtue of the important differences between the authoritative recovered text and the altered received Master Wen, promised to relocate this work centuries earlier than previously thought. A third important classification of texts is works concerning astronomy and prognostication that have hitherto been entirely unknown to us. The wind direction divination, Feng Qiao-shan, and portent and omen divination, Xia Yi-chang documents, and the calendarical register for 134 BC recovered from the Yin-chʻu tombs number 1 and number 2 are examples of this kind of material. The 4th category of textual materials is that of works we have known about by name, but which in substance have been lost to us for the better part of 2 millennia. Undoubtedly, the most important finds in this category are the 4 treatises, collectively referred to as the silk manuscripts of the Yellow Emperor, Yuan Ti Po Shu, Qing Fa, Qiu Liu Qing, Cheng, and Tao Yuan, that precede the second copy of Lao Tzu on the cloth manuscripts recovered from Ma Wang Tu No. 3, and the Sun Pin, The Art of Warfare, found in Yin-chʻu No. 1. Annotated translations of both of these works are in progress and are scheduled to appear in the same Classics of China series. In addition to these works that are new to us in their entirety, there are also lost portions of extant texts that themselves have been transmitted in some edited or otherwise abbreviated form. For example, the Sun-Tzu, The Art of Warfare, from Yin-chʻu, in addition to containing over 2,700 characters of the received 13-chapter text, approximately 1/3 of its total length, also includes 5 chapters of supplemental materials that we have not seen until now. In this same find, there are also some 42 bamboo strips that look like lost portions of the Master Mo Tzu. The value of these newly discovered documents for extending and clarifying our knowledge of early Chinese civilization cannot be exaggerated, and the prospects of new finds are very good indeed, especially since several important locations are already known to us. For example, the late 3rd century BC tomb of the first emperor of the Qin dynasty. While work on these known sites proceeds slowly, with scholars awaiting those advances in technology necessary to maximize preservation of the contents of the tombs, many other finds are being uncovered by accident in unrelated construction projects. Because of the impact that this archaeological material is having and is bound to have on the scholarship of classical China, a continuing familiarity with developments in this area has become an essential element in the training of every China classicist. Having said this, the nature of the material, the painstaking work necessary to recover and analyze it, and the real possibility of new discoveries at any time makes the work available on these documents necessarily tentative. For this reason, the present book is and can only be a progress report, an update on one particularly important find. The mission of our Classics of Ancient China series is to continue to make the substance of these finds available to the Western reader. Alright, well, this battle did not work out super well. I didn't play it the greatest. I allowed them to sort of flank in behind us, go right around us with their cavalry there. I just assumed that the AI would do the thing that it usually does and just charge into our spears, which was not the case. But we've done a bit of damage to them anyway. We will have to obviously catch up to this army and finish them off. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, anyway, I think probably auto-resolve we would have done more damage to them. But this army should be no trouble at all for Huang Shao to deal with. It's Yuan Shao's main army that'll be a little bit more difficult to sort out. Yeah, we only killed 200 of them, or not even 200 of them. Alright, so would like to continue getting some replenishment, but yeah, we do get replenishment in the winter seasons. Are we at war with you? We are. What kind of army you got there? I think we should be able to defend against that. Town should be able to hold there. Just wondering if we should come this way or this way. Where are they gonna head next? That's the question. Yeah, we'll come this way and retake the livestock farm. Alright, I don't mind investing here in this city because obviously it's our base of operations where most of our cash is going to be coming from. I want to get that population up. Additional income from commerce, additional income from spice. We don't have any spice obviously, but that would be useful later game. Though I think spice is pretty much on the opposite side of the map. I don't know if we should maybe go Grand Fishing Port. I think that's going to give us the most income. I don't think we'll be building any other commerce buildings here. So I think, and this gives us more income, but having the additional food I think is a little bit more important. Or we could upgrade that. $130. Actually, let's go with the communal irrigated farms for now, because it's cheaper and gives us a little bit more cash. Alright, so we're gonna try and catch up to him. Alright, so we got some important decisions to make here as far as technology is concerned. 10 enlightenment. What exactly do we do with the enlightenment? Resources, action summary. Is that what do we use that at court? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how the enlightenment factors in here for us. Guess I'll figure that out eventually. But for now, plus 10% character experience, inner reflection. It's not bad. Plus 25% food from farming could come in handy. Because we absolutely don't want to run out of food. You run out of food and then you've got just all kinds of problems. Ooh, plus 2% replenishment. Minus 2 mustering turns. Wooden stakes. We get deployables as well. I think it's between the additional replenishment, the additional food from farming, or the additional experience for characters. I think I'm gonna go with replenishment. Keeping our armies full strength is extremely huge. Still no characters available. Alright, well I guess we'll just have to wait until some characters show up. It's not like we've got a ton of income to be able to spend on them, but we could fill a full unit with peasant archers, basically, with that. Lumberyard. This one we will fight again as well. The lumberyard, we should have it a little bit of an easier time defending. I still don't expect to win, but I feel like in this situation we'll actually be able to do some more damage, to them. I'm gonna try and catch those archers with our cav. Alright, everybody get out of the way. Put you guys there. Put you there. And then we'll put one cavalry unit here and the other cavalry unit on the opposite side over here. Alright, I'm just gonna have you stand here for now. Probably bring you over to this side if they all come to this side, but just keep them there for now in case they decide to come to the other side. Man of the forest. And put you guys on guard mode. Should put you guys on guard mode as well. Just want to push you up a little bit. Same thing with you. You guys are in good position there. I don't think they're going to come around to this side. So let's just get moving with the cavalry a little bit. Ideally, if we can get... Oh, they're going to take down the towers. Gotcha. Hoping that they send all their cavalry in, and then we can take out those archers. See if you can hide in the forest there. There's nothing really I can do about this. I guess we could try and hit them with our archers. Shit. Got in too close. Alright, you guys come over here too. Fuck. Alright, just engage them. We're not gonna win here, but they've been spotted. Ah, shit. Should have waited with the cavalry. God, it seems like they're faster than us. Don't expect our cavalry to win this fight, yeah. God, they get slaughtered. Maybe I should have auto-resolved this. I feel like we would have done a little bit more damage to them. They're gonna replenish most of this in the end turn anyway. Just seems like a pointless fight. I thought maybe with the choke points we might be able to deal more damage to them, but kind of screwed up with the cavalry there. I should have kept the cavalry back a little bit longer and waited for them to commit to the fight here. God, it's not going to be long before they break. Get over here. actually focus on their archers. We're holding longer than I thought we would. See if we can get reorganized here, so we're not bunched up so much. They're definitely winning the skirmish there. Shoot into that. I did add a little bit of the blood effects, so it's only at like 25%, so we've actually got a little bit of the blood now, and should get to see some of the animations. Though like I said, I don't think it's too crazy in this. We're actually holding pretty well here. Actually, I feel like we've done a fair bit of damage to them. Much better than the previous battle, anyway. Alright, while we finish this up, let's play another part of the Sun-Tzu. So this is going to be Chapter 5, Strategic Advantage. Chapter 5, Strategic Advantage, Qi. Master Sun said, in general, it is organization that makes managing many soldiers the same as managing a few. It is communication with flags and pennants that makes fighting with many soldiers the same as fighting with a few. It is surprise, qi, and straightforward, cheng, operations that enable one's army to withstand the full assault of the enemy force and remain undefeated. It is the distinction between weak points and strong points that makes one's army falling upon the enemy a whetstone being hurled at eggs. Generally, in battle, use the straightforward to engage the enemy, and the surprise to win the victory. Thus, the expert at delivering the surprise assault is as boundless as the heavens and earth, and as inexhaustible as the rivers and seas. Like the sun and moon, he sets only to rise again, like the four seasons, and passes only to return again. There are no more than 5 cardinal notes, yet in combination they produce more sounds than could possibly be heard. There are no more than 5 cardinal colors, yet in combination they produce more shades and hues than could possibly be seen. There are no more than 5 cardinal tastes, yet in combination they produce more flavors than could possibly be tasted. For gaining strategic advantage, qi, in battle, there are no more than surprise and straightforward operations, yet in combination they produce inexhaustible possibilities. Surprise and straightforward operations give rise to each other endlessly, just as a ring is without a beginning or an end, and who can exhaust their possibilities? That the velocity of cascading water can send boulders bobbling about is due to its strategic advantage, qi. That a bird of prey, when it strikes and smashes its victim to pieces, is due to its timing. So it is with the expert at battle that his strategic advantage, qi, is channeled and his timing is precise. His strategic advantage, qi, is like a drawn crossbow, and his timing is like releasing the trigger. Even amidst the tumult and the clamor of battle, in all its confusion, he cannot be confused. Even amidst the melee and the brawl of battle, with positions shifting every which way, he cannot be defeated. Disorder is born from order, cowardice from courage, weakness from strength. The line between disorder and order lies in logistics, shu. Between cowardice and courage and strategic advantage Shi, and between weakness and strength. In strategic positioning, is saying, thus, the expert at getting the enemy to make his move shows himself the Sing, and the enemy is certain to follow. He baits the enemy, and the enemy is certain to take it. In so doing, he moves the enemy and lies in wait for him with his full force. The expert at battle seeks his victory from strategic advantage, Shi, and does not demand it from his men. He is thus able to select the right men and exploit the strategic advantage. He who exploits the strategic advantage sends his men into battle like rolling logs and boulders. It is the nature of logs and boulders that on flat ground they are stationary, but on steep ground they roll. The square in shape tends to stop, but the round tends to roll. Thus, that the strategic advantage of the expert commander in exploiting his men in battle can be likened to rolling round boulders down a steep ravine thousands of feet high. There's something about his strategic advantage. Cool. We actually won the battle there. Actually, a little bit surprised with that, but I'll take it definitely. And that should make mopping that army up fairly easy, so long as we can actually catch them. Where the fuck did they go? You must be at the livestock farm there. Share the wealth. As our teachings decree that all should have a fair share, as each and every person is equal under the rule of Huang Lao, we have gained a bountiful amount of gold from our recent endeavors and must decide how to use it. Distribute the wealth, keep it all. Or plus 10 satisfaction. 10 satisfaction faction wide. I think I'm gonna keep it. Keep the gold. Because the local commandery is not gonna make too much of a difference. If it was faction wide, public order bonus, then definitely I would take it. Shoot, I totally forgot that we had this city. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Fuck. What do we want here? Remote safe house. We need to build a. We should definitely build a garrison here. We're not at war with you, so. Do like that additional research rate, but right now, I don't think that's the priority. Additional public order is good. Population's actually going down here. Public order? Really? Minus 24k. Alright, let's go take out this livestock farm. Shit, I maybe should have attacked the army first there. I just want to be careful that we wipe them out completely. This guy's got Vanguard deployment, eh? Reinforcements coming in from over here, eh? Alright, well, I'm thinking we go kill the reinforcements first, and then we'll pivot, turn, and destroy the garrison. Guys, come over here. Alright, let's go see what we've got. Alright, there they are. Come around the corner here. Yeah, you know what? Probably our cavalry can handle this. Fair enough. Actually, go for them. Let's move up a bit. Just keep an eye behind us. It'll take them a while, yeah. Garrison is there, but I want to make sure we more or less wipe this army out, so we don't have to deal with them again. What the fuck are you guys shooting at? There's somebody on these horses. Try to make sure we catch this guy right here. The guy in red. Do not let him escape. Come on, boys. I know you can do it. Fuck. Let's get close to the edge. Fucker. Looks like he got away. Okay. I'm guessing that that's what's left of their troops. Alright, let's turn around, boys. Oh, this is gonna make... This is gonna create a huge clusterfuck. Yep. There's gotta be a better way to turn around. Because I think if you press... So if you press J on a highlighted unit, they'll turn around. But I think if you do it in formation like this, the same thing will happen. Because when you see the AI do this, get into a big clump like this is what they're doing. They're reorganizing their line, and and they get into a big fucking clusterfuck. But there's a, I don't know, I guess you could do it individually, each unit, and they should just turn right around and not get into this big blob, because it slows them down when they get in a big blob like this. Plus, it makes them extremely vulnerable to any kind of missile fire. Shadow of no one, hello. Does Horsey die? Yeah, a few horsies died there, but we didn't catch the enemy general, unfortunately. Social distancing isn't a thing here. Oh, really? Is this over? Oh, good. They went running quick. We don't have to worry about running them down, because that's just the garrison. Do you mean social distancing isn't a thing here in the in the Three Kingdoms? Oh, with all the units getting blobbed up? Yeah, yeah. That would be enough to give the politicians and the yeah, nightmares, man. I saw something like that. Okay, we actually did capture this guy. I'm gonna release him for the 400 gold, because we should be able to catch him and kill him. Or should we just execute him? I'll take the cash, and we'll just occupy here. And then we should be able to catch up to them. I'm not sure where they're gonna go, but they definitely aren't going to be able to retake the lumber yard down here. Alright, I got to figure out what we're going to do with this settlement, how we're going to build it. Alright. There's no point in demolishing everything at once. I guess we could leave this. Actually, let's leave these two. Let's just get rid of this, and we'll put in excuse me, a garrison there, and we'll leave this for now. My preference would be to build the gardens. Yeah, these gardens are gonna building these are gonna make keeping our generals satisfied really easy, I would think, so long as we can build lots of them. But yeah, so demolish this. It's gonna hurt the public order. Adjacent. Oh, -2 public order for adjacent enemy commanderies. Oh, okay. Maybe we keep this for now, and we'll get rid of this instead, and we'll build the. Because we kind of want to make sure we keep the public order under control, but we definitely need a garrison here. I don't want to leave this undefended. Even though we're under no pressure from the south, who knows when these guys might declare war on us again. Now they're neutral to us right now. But need to mop him up, and then we push this way and retake Dong and get on the move against Yuan Shao. Though it looks like he's kind of been squeezed out by Gong Sun Zan. Yeah, it's too bad that we don't have any options for diplomacy with the other factions. Let's give you that. And what are we going to upgrade you with? Ranged block chance, I like that. Additional research, I like that as well. He's already got the flaming shot. Additional armor for his retinue is good. But let's go with this.
大人召我，荣幸之至。
That's fine. None of these are really going to make much of a difference for you. Alright, let's give you that so that we have some more flaming shot. Just in case we need a little bit of extra firepower. So if we upgrade this to a small city, it gets walls, yes? I think. Settlement has walls, yeah, so that's not a bad idea. Though I think it'll be better to build the walls here. Though the problem is that when we build the walls here, then when we run the risk, if there's an army over here, if we lose it, then we run the risk of losing that 3,000. So we'll build the walls here first. We'll build walls here as well. But we'll move into this area first. And make sure that it's safe to build there. Things are looking pretty good. I hate how this changes every time I don't know, go into a different screen. But I think that's good for this turn. Alright, let's play chapter 6 of the Sun-Tzu. Fuck, I really don't want to chase him down that way. But we do have to get... man. Do have to get rid of him, though. We don't want him in behind our lines. Alright, here's chapter 6, guys. Chapter 6, Weak Points and Strong Points. Master Sun said, "Generally, he who first occupies the field of battle to await the enemy will be rested. He who comes later hastens into battle will be wary. Thus, the expert in battle moves the enemy and is not moved by him. Getting the enemy to come of his own accord is a matter of making things easy for him. Stopping him from coming is a matter of obstructing him. Thus, being able to wear down a well-rested enemy, to starve one that is well provisioned, and to move one that is settled, lies in going by way of places where the enemy must hasten in defense. To march 1,000 li without becoming wary is because one marches through territory where there is no enemy presence. To attack with the confidence of taking one's objective is because one attacks what the enemy does not defend. To defend with the confidence of keeping one's charge secure is because one defends where the enemy will not attack. Thus, against the expert in attack, the enemy does not know where to defend, and against the expert in defense, the enemy does not know where to strike. So veiled and subtle to the point of having no form, so mysterious and miraculous to the point of making no sound, there he can be arbiter of the enemy's fate. In advancing, he cannot be resisted because he bursts through the enemy's weak points. In withdrawing, he cannot be pursued because, being so quick, he cannot be caught. Thus, if we want to fight, the enemy has no choice but to engage us, even though safe behind his high walls and deep moats, because we strike at what he must rescue. If we do not want to fight, the enemy cannot engage us, even though we have no more around us than a drawn line, because we divert him to a different objective. If we can make the enemy show his position while concealing ours from him, he will be at full force where he is divided. We will be at full force where he is divided. If our army is united as one and the enemy is fragmented, in using the undivided whole to attack his one, we are many to his few. If we are able to use many to strike few, anyone we take the battle to will be in desperate circumstances. The place we have chosen to give the enemy battle must be kept from him. If he cannot anticipate us, the positions the enemy must prepare to defend will be many, and if the positions he must prepare to defend are many, then any unit we engage in battle will be few in number. Thus, if the enemy makes preparations by reinforcing his numbers at the front, his rear is weakened. If he makes preparations at the rear, his front is weakened. If he makes them on his left flank, his right is weakened. If he makes them on the right flank, his left is weakened. To be prepared everywhere is to be weak everywhere. One is weak because he makes preparations against others. He has strength because he makes others prepare against him. Thus, if one can anticipate the place and the day of battle, he can march 1,000 li to join the battle. But if one cannot anticipate either the place or the day of battle, his left flank cannot even rescue his right, or his right his left. His front cannot even rescue his rear, or his rear his front. How much more is this so when your reinforcements are separated by at least a few li, or even tens of li? The way I estimate it, even though the troops of Yue are many, what good is this to them in respect to victory? Thus it is said, victory can be created. For even though the enemy has the strength of numbers, we can prevent him from fighting us. Therefore, analyze the enemy's battle plan to understand its merits and its weaknesses. Provoke him to find out the pattern of his movements. Make him show himself to discover the viability of his battle position. Skirmish with him to find out where he is strong and where he is vulnerable. The ultimate skill in taking up a strategic position is to have no form. If your position is formless, the most carefully concealed spies will not be able to get a look at it, and the wisest counselors will not be able to lay plans against it. I present the rank and file with victories gained through strategic positioning, yet they are not able to understand them. Everyone knows the position that has won me victory, yet none fathom how I came to settle on this winning position. Thus, one's victories in battle cannot be repeated. They take their own form in response to inexhaustibly changing circumstances. The positioning of troops can be likened to water. Just as the flow of water avoids high ground and rushes to the lowest point, so on the path to victory, avoid the enemy's strong points and strike where he is weak. As water varies its flow accordingly to the fall of the land, so an army varies its method of gaining victory according to the enemy. Thus, an army does not have fixed strategic advantages or an invariable position. To be able to take the victory by varying one's position according to the enemy's is called being inscrutable. Thus, of the 5 phases, none is the constant victory. Of the 4 seasons, none occupies a constant position. The days are both short and long. The moon waxes and wanes. I'm just thinking just to exempt the province from tax for a little while so that we can get our population up. Actually, it's just the actually, fuck it. No, yeah, I'm gonna exempt it for a turn, just to get the public order up. Hostile forces, it's these guys that are causing the problem. I really wish we could raise an army here, but unfortunately we can't. We've got no candidates yet. So we're just waiting for some more candidates before we can get some more troops. But yeah, that's what I suspect. He's gonna try and get back to his own territory, which yeah, he's not gonna be able to. I mean, if the AO was smart, they would just disband the army and then re-recruit the Ratuni somewhere else, somewhere in their home territory. But as it is right now, he's kind of stuck behind enemy lines, and I don't think he's gonna be strong enough to take any of these settlements. They're suffering attrition. I doubt they have any supplies. I don't think we can tell whether or not they have supplies, but certainly it's unlikely that they do. Yeah, we'll exempt it for one more turn, just because I want the population moving up and I want the public order moving up, so you just get a little bit of a bonus with the Actually, you know what? Should be fine. Yeah, we'll tax it. Which means our large town over here, I do want to upgrade that. We should be okay for food. And let's get the attack done here. Old-fashioned siege. Oh, whoops. Meant to do the attack, not continue the siege.
只要我等坚定不移，便能击溃一切敌人。他们流毒无穷，危害天下。敌人当如秋日落叶，溃不成军。你们是想投降吗？不想，很好。
All right, let's take a look. I think probably here is where we want to attack, since this is destroyed and that's destroyed. That way, what's the range on this one? The range on this one. Just take a look at the rest of the settlement, just if there's anywhere else we want to make the attack. No, I think we'll attack from here, since these towers are already destroyed. Oh, it looks like they've got barriers set up. Actually, we don't know where they're going to put the barriers. I think they only get a couple of them. So right now it just shows all of the potential spots for the barriers. Alright, we don't have to worry about that tower. I think we'll still take this out and take this out. And then that should be good as far as burning the towers is concerned. Just get everybody out of the way for now. You guys... Actually, let's line you up so that you're ready to go into the in through the door. Just quicker if they move through these passageways quicker if they're set up a little bit thinner. Let's put you guys out front to absorb any of the missile fire. Well, what I'm thinking is that we'll use the tower to capture the point there, capture the gatehouse, and then that way we can bring the cavalry in if need be. I mean, we probably won't even need the cavalry. So we've got all of our archers here. Should do the bulk of the work. And try and remember to put you guys on guard mode. Oh, forgot somebody. Stand out front. Actually, shoot, we gotta set up a couple guys to take out the towers. Guys, stretch out a little bit more. Just wondering if we should try fire arrows here. With the guys that we've got fire arrows on. See if it just breaks them a little bit sooner. Alright, I think we're finally ready to start this up. Oh shit, you know what? I forgot that they might have fucking artillery up there. Okay, they don't. It's kind of lucky. Alright, you guys move up. Take that tower out. And you guys move up and take that tower out. And then we'll move the archers. I guess we can move the archers forward right away anyway. Just get into position about there. I want you to target that tower. That could be bad. Alright, just get this. Okay. You guys pull back just a little bit. Alright, that's done. Let's pull back to here. Just pull back over here. I don't like the idea of turning our back to them while they're under archer fire. But we'll let the main force sort out their archers. Just want to get those towers down. Whether or not that was worth it, I'm not sure. Alright, let's push forward a little bit. You guys come forward a bit too. Yeah, this archer unit suffered a lot of damage. It's interesting they picked the archers over the unit that was in front of them. I want you to come up on the walls as well. And you can position over here. Seems like he's doing okay from there. Let's go kill them. Alright, I don't think we're going to need to send the general in. I mean, maybe. There's still a fair bit of them over here guarding this gate. I want you guys to clear out these archers. Ah, they're going to escape. Alright, never mind. Let's come down here and capture this. Stand there. Let's get another unit in position, ready to climb up. think it's just this unit and this unit that we have to break. So yeah, I think the fire arrows affects their morale more, that it makes them break more quickly. Though we are doing more damage to the settlement. We'll have to repair some of this. Alright, I think, oh no, there's still a unit back here in the town square. I don't know why the AI always leaves one unit at the very back like that. Alright, is this under our control? Can we bring troops in now? Can you guys come through here? You guys get down here too. Alright, good. I would just bring the archers in. I think the archers, we'll position them here. They should be able to reach over there. So let's take 3 of you. Actually, you guys come over here. Should just bring these guys in because they've got a little bit longer range. Actually, if we position one of you here and the other one there, we should be able to reach them. Oh, well, look at that. Looks like I forgot about one unit completely. Anyway, it's not like we needed them. There's another unit over here. You guys just hold that area, and we'll maybe bring the generals in. Come on, tell me you guys can reach them. There we go. These guys are out of ammo. Alright, you guys stand out of the way there. Let's see if we can target them. You're out of ammo now too. Alright, get out of the way. Send the ground troops in, or the melee troops rather. They're running, I think. Maybe, maybe not. It's hard to tell. See if we can break them with the fire arrows.
军士兵正在溃逃，速速前进！
They're running. These guys are still standing firm. I don't know if they get unlimited morale inside the town square here. Maybe. No. There we go. Good stuff. So we did take a bit of damage on some of the archers. 400 casualties, quite a bit. So I miss having artillery. A would-be assassin, after capturing the town, you arrange a meeting with the magistrates of the newly annexed county. During the discussions, one of their attendants suddenly pulls out a blade and rushes directly towards you. His eyes scream murder, his intentions clearly malevolent. Son of a bitch. We've got no other... God dang it. We've got no option but to stand still and have him wounded. Ain't that some shit. Alright. Fuck. How long is he gonna be wounded for? 1 turn. Okay, that's not really... That really doesn't affect us at all. So he'll be back next turn. Yeah, that's the thing. Using the fire arrows, we damaged these buildings, though the damage is negligible. Alright, so jetties, communal workshops. I guess we'll keep the communal workshops for now. Public order minus 15. Might actually get rid of the communal workshops and replace it with something for public order. Yeah. Let's demolish that. I'll hurt the income a little bit, but our income's not terrible at the moment. It's not great, but it could be worse. Yeah, we gotta be careful of our food reserves. We're starting to run a little bit low on food. Especially too if we come down here and take this level 6 city. Yeah, we're almost out of most of the wars with our early factions. We've defeated Kong Rong, and we defeated Liu Bei, and now defeating Yuan Shao would really get us off to a pretty decent start. Though it looks like, just based on attitude, that Gongsun Zan could be a problem. At some point. I'm not sure where we're gonna head after we finish off Yuan Shao. If we should head north or if we should continue, move south, move east. Sorry, west rather. Two turns till he's fully replenished. 1 turn for them. And we still can't raise another army. That's annoying. We really need to get the numbers up. Alright. Why don't we play chapter 7 of the Sun-Tzu. Chapter 7, Armed Contest. Master Sun said, "The art of using troops is this. In the process of the commander's receiving his orders from the ruler, assembling his armies, mobilizing the population for war, and setting up his camp facing the enemy, There is nothing of comparable difficulty to the armed contest itself. What is difficult in the armed contest is to turn the long and tortuous route into the direct, and to turn adversity into advantage. Thus, making the enemy's road long and tortuous, lure him along it by baiting him with easy gains. Set out after he does, yet arrive before him. This is to understand the tactic of converting the tortuous and the direct. Armed contest can be both a source of advantage and of danger. If you mobilize your entire force to contend for some advantage, you arrive too late. If you abandon your base camp to contend for advantage, your equipment and stores will be lost. For this reason, if an army were to stow its armor and set off in haste, and stopping neither day nor night, force march at double time for 100 li to contend for some advantage, its commanders would all be taken, its strongest men would be out in front, the exhausted ones would lag behind, and as a rule, only 1/10 of its strength would reach the target. Were it to travel 50 li at such a pace to contend for some advantage, the commander of the advanced force would be lost, and as a rule only half of its strength would reach the target. Were it to travel 30 li at such a pace to contend for some advantage, only 2/3 of its strength would reach the target. For this reason, if an army is without its equipment and stores, it will perish. If it is without provisions, it will perish. If it is without material support, it will perish. Therefore, unless you know the intentions of the rulers of the neighboring states, you cannot enter into preparatory alliances with them. Unless you know the lay of the land, its mountains and forests, its passes and natural hazards, its wetlands and swamps, you cannot deploy the army on it. Unless you can employ local scouts, you cannot turn the terrain to your advantage. Therefore, in warfare, rely on deceptive maneuvers to establish your ground. Calculate advantages in deciding your movements, and decide up and consolidate your forces to make your strategic changes. Thus, advancing at a pace, such an army is like the wind, slow and majestic. It is like a forest, invading and plundering. It is like fire, sedentary. It is like a mountain, unpredictable. It is like a shadow, moving. It is like lightning and thunder. In plundering the countryside, divide up your numbers. In extending your territory, divide up and hold the strategic positions. Weigh the pros and cons before moving into action. He who first understands the tactic of converting the tortuous and the direct will take the victory. This is the art of armed contest. The Book of Military Policy states, "It is because commands cannot be heard in the din of battle that drums and gongs are used. It is because units cannot identify each other in battle that flags and pennants are used. Thus, in night battle, make extensive use of torches and drums, and in battle during the day, make extensive use of flags and pennants. Drums, gongs, flags, and pennants are the way to coordinate the ears and eyes of men. Once the men have been consolidated as one body, the courageous will not have to advance alone, and the cowardly will not get to retreat alone. This is the art of employing large numbers of troops. An entire enemy army can be demoralized, and its commander can be made to lose heart. Now, in the morning of the war, the enemy's morale is high. By noon, it begins to flag. By evening, it has drained away. Thus, the expert in using the military avoids the enemy when his morale is high, and strikes when his morale has flagged and has drained away. This is the way to manage morale. Use your proper order to await the enemy's disorder. Use your calmness to await his clamor. This is the way to manage the heart and mind. Use your closeness to the battlefield to await the far-off enemy. Use your well-rested troops to await his fatigue. Use your well-fed troops to await his hunger. This is the way to manage strength. Do not intercept an enemy that is perfectly uniform in its array of banners. Do not launch the attack on an enemy that is full and disciplined in its formations. This is the way to manage changing conditions. Therefore, the art of using troops is this. Do not attack an enemy who has the high ground. Do not Go against an enemy that has his back to a hill. Do not follow an enemy that feigns retreat. Do not attack the enemy's finest. Do not swallow the enemy's bait. Do not obstruct an enemy returning home. In surrounding the enemy, leave him a way out. Do not press an enemy that is cornered. This is the art of using troops. Alright, fascinating stuff there from the Art of War. Been planning to, actually thinking about maybe making like a, sort of like a summary of some of my thoughts and stuff on the Sun-Tzu in regards to how it relates to the Total War games. I mean, obviously not everything is necessarily going to be applicable to a video game, but I think a lot of what's in there has a lot of value for Total War players, and a lot of value just, you know, in general. Just, I think some really good stuff in there. So probably going to take some time, make some notes, and put a video together, just sort of summary of what I think of some of the stuff from the Sun-Tzu. But if I'm playing too much of it, just let me know, guys, and I can, you know, we don't have to play as much of it. But I think it definitely gives a little bit of a different feel to the Let's Plays and a little bit more practical value, I guess. Let's bring you over to this side as well. So we'll just set up so that we can basically get them pinned in some crossfire, and position the cavalry here to charge at her straight away, so that she doesn't have much of a chance to escape. Just put you guys down there so there's nowhere for them to really go. And then you guys set up right there. Old-fashioned ambush. Actually, let's put you on this side. It's just in there. Alright, I think we're ready to go. I don't think we should have any real problem here at all. Just try and trap them. I guess we gotta start battle first before we can take the HUD down. You guys can start shooting anytime. For fuck's sake. You guys are on fire at will, are you not? Fucking shoot. God damn it. I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's an ambush or what that they don't shoot right away. Shoot at them. You guys might as well get into this fight too. And see if we can bring some guys around the side, around the flanks. Try and make sure they don't escape. Alright, I think that's pretty much all of them. There's a couple horsemen there, but I don't think we have to worry about running them down. I like it. The Art of War, yeah, it's good stuff. I'm planning to do some more philosophy and just incorporating that into the channel more, because I mean, when I first started the channel, that was kind of what the channel sort of was going to be at the core. Oh, that's cool. Somebody's got a house up here on the edge of the cliff. That must be some hell of a commute to get to work every day if you gotta climb down the mountain and trek to work. Maybe there's another house here. Maybe there's like a trail here. Who knows? I think replenishment wise we're good, so we'll just ransom them. But yeah, some of the other works that I'm planning to do, I wanna go back to the Republic. Like my very first campaign on the channel was focused on the Republic, but I mean that's one of those books that you can spend a lifetime studying. So barely cracked the surface with that one. So want to read a little bit of that. For Troy, we're going to be reading the Odyssey, and then if that's successful, I guess we could do the actual the Iliad as well. But yeah, I'm hoping to incorporate more of this stuff. And then for the Warhammer games, we could get back into some of the lore, some of the novels and stuff like that. I could read through some of those. So I actually really enjoy. I've always been a book guy, so I really enjoy adding that to the channel. I think it gives it a little bit more value aside from just a regular Let's Play, and it's something that I enjoy sharing with you guys. So. Alright, yeah, we'll fight this. I don't see the point in auto-resolving. Auto-resolving will definitely take more damage, I think. The battles haven't been very difficult at all. The AI has, really given us no real fight. It's definitely a different feel from Warhammer, where the AI is just constantly on you. Like, you've really gotta stay on top of things, otherwise you just get steamrolled. Oh, we got some deployables now too, eh? That is very interesting. I don't want to fight over here because of this pond, really, so it's either over here or over here. I think over on this side be a little bit better. We'll set up over here and then push this way, I guess. We got oil and wooden stakes. I guess we can't deploy them out there in no man's land. Let's alright, let's set up first and then we'll decide where we're gonna put the deployables. I think that's the technology that we did. I like to keep these guys out front to absorb any of the missile fire. Just keep the generals a little bit more protected. I just missed that guy. Oh, these little farmhouses are gonna be in the way, aren't they? Yeah, ideally I'd like to come out, push over here and fight in this open plain. It'll just be a little bit more maneuverable. Dang it. Alright, just move back so we can set up properly. Alright, deployables. I'm gonna put oh, that's not a deployable. put you guys there. And just put this in front of them. And basically we're gonna position over to the side of this, I think. Alright, let's start it up. Just shift over here, and then we'll push up. Alright, let's go with... I've only got 2 more chapters pre-recorded. Well, aside from... after we go through... So, the book that I have is divided into 3 parts. Part 1 is the... the first part is the 13 chapters of the Art of War, taken from existing texts. And then the second part has chapters that have been taken from some of these new archaeological sites, which the texts that they've got translated in the book here are somewhat fragmented, so it's kind of hard to make sense. I've got some of those pre-recorded, and then the last part... What is actually the last part of the book? Let's just take a look here while we get set up. Where the hell is the table of contents? Come on. There it is. The final part is text recovered from later works. Yeah. So I do have some of, like I said, some of the text recorded from... Actually, let's set up like so. Some of the fragmented text recorded from one of these archaeological sites, the Yin-chʻu Han Dynasty strips, is what they're called. But anyway, let's read chapter 8, and then according to the 9 contingencies, and then we'll do chapter 9 a little bit later. Chapter 8, Adapting to the 9 Contingencies. PN. Master Sun said, "The art of using troops is this. When the commander receives his orders from the ruler, assembles his armies, and mobilizes the population for war, he should not make camp on difficult terrain. He should join with his allies on strategically vital intersections. He should not linger on cut-off terrain. He should have contingency plans on terrain vulnerable to ambush, and he should take the fight to the enemy on terrain from which there is no way out. There are roadways not to be traveled, armies not to be attacked, walled cities not to be assaulted, territory not to be contested, and commands from the ruler not to be obeyed. Thus, a commander fully conversant with the advantages to be gained in adapting to these 9 contingencies will know how to employ troops. A commander who is not, even if he knows the lay of the land, will not be able to use it to his advantage. One who commands troops without knowing the art of adapting to these 9 contingencies, even if he knows the 5 advantages, will not be able to get the most from his men. For this reason, the deliberations of the wise commander are sure to assess jointly both advantages and disadvantages. In taking full account of what is advantageous, he can fulfill his responsibilities. In taking full account of what is disadvantageous, his difficulties become resolvable. For this reason, to subjugate neighboring states, use the threat of injury. To keep them in service, drive them on. To lure them out, use the prospect of gain. The art of using troops is this. Do not depend on the enemy not coming. Depend rather on being ready for him. Do not depend on the enemy not attacking. Depend rather on having a position that cannot be attacked. There are 5 traits that are dangerous in a commander. If he has a reckless disregard for life, he can be killed. If he is determined to live at all cost, he can be captured. If he has a volatile temper, he can be provoked. If he is a man of uncompromising honor, he is open to insult. If he loves his people, he can be easily troubled and upset. These 5 traits are generally faults in a commander and can prove disastrous in the conduct of war. Since an army's being routed and its commander slain is invariably the consequence of these 5 dangerous traits, they must be given careful consideration. That was actually pretty cool with the oil in the battle there, though I didn't sort of clue into the fact that you have to light it on fire right away. Mount Song. Centermost of the 5 great mountains, Song-Shan has heard prayers for many centuries. Very, very cool. I love the detail here with the little buildings on there. Buildings on the opposite side too, I think. Or maybe not. But yeah, really cool. I know a lot of people don't like the graphics for this, for the campaign map, but I think it's an artistic choice, and I really love the art style, to be honest. I am a big fan. Anyway. Alright. Public order looks good for the most part. Our income's respectable. It's not great by any stretch of the imagination. But the economy is not super overpowered in this as it is. Let's finish off Yuan Shao. And then we can focus on, or we can decide what we're going to do after that. Diplomacy. I wouldn't mind getting peace with Dong. Oh right, Dong-so died. She doesn't want peace yet. Because I don't really want to come over here to fight them. I mean, if they come over here to fight us, that's one thing. But I feel like we're just going to be spreading ourselves way too thin if we come over here to fight them. What I'm thinking is to come south and consolidate the land south. If we hold this city, this actually would give us, like, holding this city and this city, and also this one. Basically, essentially, we've got a line of fortresses here to help us hold from any invasion from the north, which could potentially happen, because it doesn't look like Gongsun Zan likes us all that much. But I don't know. Yeah, so that'll sort the public order here. Really be nice if we could get another character, but fucking nobody seems to want to come to our court. Next target is this settlement here, though. Yeah, his army is no real threat. They're suffering attrition. It must be because they have no food, would be my guess. Oh, he wants peace. No, I think we reject it, because I think it's better just to get rid of him. Even though probably his other enemies will get rid of him. I think it's important that we not allow him the chance to get built back up. Alright, what do we got here? Ah, fuck it, let's fight it. We could delegate this, obviously, but I guess these guys are just desperate. I don't think they have a settlement now, so yeah, they're desperate, so they've got to make the attack. We put the deployable here. Oops. Oh, we can. It's interesting. Alright, we'll put those there. And actually, I don't really want to deploy the oil because it could be detrimental. Like, the oil could potentially set the settlement on fire, so I don't really want to deploy it. We'll leave it. We'll put the oil there as like a last resort. We'll set it on fire. Actually, maybe there. It's a last resort. They somehow make their way in here against all of our troops. Let's put the spears up front here. And back them up with some archers. Come on, are you fucking... I was gonna say, surely we can position here. Alright, actually, let's put everybody on... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Put everybody on guard mode before I forget. Alright, you guys protect this entrance. And you guys protect this entrance. I don't think it's gonna be necessary. But you never know. Alright. I got decent range there. Alright, you guys just stay here in reserve. Hereby. We should be good to go. Ah, shit. I forgot to deploy the barricades. I guess they could swing around, come through here. But I think once the AI deploys to a certain point of the map, they're pretty much committed to that side of the map, that they're not gonna change their method of attack. Looks like they want to come for this. Maybe it's because we've got the barricades there. Tilt you guys a little bit. What happened to that cavalry unit? Oh, there he is there. Where the fuck is he going? That is very interesting.
做好准备，
Yes.
准备拔剑。
I
敌
guess
军
we're okay
仓
where you
皇
are.
逃窜，一群懦夫。
准备好了，万箭齐发。黄巾军听命。
Yeah, I guess this battle was kind of not really essential to fight, but I don't know. Felt like fighting it. We haven't had a lot of defensive fights so
敌军
far.
士兵正在溃逃，
There's no way these guys are gonna get through here.
挺住，尽情厮杀。
Even though they're only fighting peasants with... Well, actually they've got double-bladed two katanas, or two... Actually, I don't think they're katanas, but
敌将受首，贼众
two-handed
溃不
swords,
成军。
or swords in two hands, rather. Stop burning down my settlement, man.
为了太平大业，
You guys reach
得
them.
胜。
Just this one unit. A little bit of cavalry here would be nice, so that we could run them down a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I think this game looks fucking good, man. Like I don't know. It's too bad that more people aren't
军
playing it.
四散而逃。
I guess though, like the battles, compare the battles to Warhammer, they do feel a little bit lackluster. The AI seems a little bit underpowered. Son of a bitch! We've got a dude in here. I didn't even realize this guy was in here.
顽强不屈，进攻！
God, just goes to show you. It's a good thing we left you guys back here. They could have captured the victory point. I would have been none the wiser.
齐心协力，
These guys should be able to handle him though. He's a sentinel, so he's a little bit
敌
tougher.
军仓皇逃窜，
But honestly, I think this game has the best potential for two-player, for co-op. And well, like they've merged the co-op
剑士准备。
and head-to-head into one sort of experience, and I think this game has a really good potential for that, because you know, like the sieges could be, you know, like a head-to-head siege situation in this would be freaking good, really good.
每打赢一
But
场
yeah, the AI
影响
definitely
安定
doesn't
一分。
seem as threatening as it does in Warhammer. I think that's a lot of that has to do with the fact that
都放了吧，亮他们。
in Warhammer, the AI is
力求胜绩，
it's got so many bonuses, like so many cheats and bonuses that it's not even funny.
我们需要如此虎狼之师。
Whereas in this, it doesn't seem like there's playing on legendary. It doesn't. You don't have like a lot of the negative effects that that you do with Warhammer. A lot of the same stuff. We do have to get rid of these idiots, though. Oh shit! We finally can recruit somebody. Is that where we want to recruit them, though? Should be pretty safe to recruit them there. Don't see any real threats. So yeah, let's recruit you
莫
guys
要急
there.
躁，
Pop you
我
in
已
there.
归来，百姓是否安好？
What else do we got available? Yeah, I think these lands chosen are definitely the way to go. What's the upkeep on these? 105, 49. It is good to have a bit of a front line, though. We don't need a huge front line. Men of the Forest, Peasant Archers. We could just go with peasant archers for now, and then switch them over to the lands chosen when we get a little bit more cash coming in. Though I mean, we can technically afford 4 of these guys. As far as upkeep is concerned, we won't be able to recruit them all this turn, but I don't think we should use up all of our cash. But I really want to get the numbers up. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do.
力求上进，功名震天。
Let's go with just 2 peasant archers for now. That's still pretty tight, but I want troops. I want lots and lots of troops. Shit. Can we not get to this city right away? Looks like we can cross over here. Are we at full strength? Could force march.
做好准备。
So we are at full strength. We've got plenty of supplies.
绝不动摇。
Yeah, there is a crossing point here.
若不进行休整，人心便不再锋利。
Don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Alright. Nothing else really to do here.
战争不可避免。
Gongsun has declared war on us. Alright. Should make things a little bit more interesting. Slower pace here. Yeah, much slower pace. I was thinking, I don't know, man. It's yeah, been a really quiet day today, so I'm thinking to wrap things up where we are. Just because it's I think it's just me and you, Shadow, that are here today. Which you know, if that's the case, like I want to leave the video a little bit shorter so that it has a potential for people to watch it a little bit later on. But I do really want to get into this campaign more. I'm thinking to do like a really long stream for this sometime this week. Like 12 hours, like 8 or 12 hours worth. Because I would really like to get into a big chunk of this campaign. Because I really love Three Kingdoms. But I think I might have to... We'll delegate this one. I think I might have to be satisfied with streaming Three Kingdoms on DLive and then maybe do the occasional highlight video or something on YouTube. Because just Three Kingdoms has not been super popular for the channel. Anytime I've tried to get a little bit of Three Kingdoms. Quality of quantity. Something like that, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to wrap things up here, unfortunately, man. I really want to play more of this and get deeper into the campaign, but just because it's a little bit quieter today, I think it's better to just keep the video length a little bit shorter for today and hope that a couple people will watch it later on. But Shadow sure abandoned me, LOL. I apologize, man. I don't know what are you in the mood for tomorrow? Do you want to play more of this tomorrow, or should we play something else? Should we get back into Warhammer? Do a new Warhammer start a new Warhammer campaign? But yeah, things going good in the campaign, though Gongsun Zan is gonna be a bit more of a handful. I don't think we have to worry about Dong Pishan too much. Let's see actually if she's open to peace yet. Getting closer. Dong Zhou was a little bit closer to peace, but anyway, yeah, I'll have to think about what I'm gonna do tomorrow and decide whether or not we continue with this. I definitely will be playing more of this. I play Warhammer, but I like this, especially the reading. Yeah, cool. I enjoy doing I enjoy adding the readings to it. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, what's the date today? 3rd. We've got 10 more days until Troy comes out. So yeah, I don't know. I was hoping just to play this until Troy came out, but I don't know. I don't know. Have to give it some thought, but yeah. But it's a way slower, less exciting battles. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. The battles are a lot more intense in the Warhammer games. A lot more intense. But yeah, definitely a different change of pace. But a change of pace is good on occasion. I don't know. We're definitely going to come back to this. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe we'll play some Warhammer. What do you think of playing Repants tomorrow? Play a little bit of Bretonnia. Because Repants should be a shorter campaign. And I should probably be able to get that done before Troy comes out. And then probably for the first little bit when Troy comes out, I'll focus on that for a bit. We'll read a little bit of the Odyssey. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe play some Bretonnia and then Bretonnia for a couple days. And then come back to this with like a really long stream, like an 8-12 hour stream, and just try and push through a lot of this campaign. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day here. We're just around 2 hours. Thank you so much, Shadow. I really appreciate you being here, man. I'm sorry to cut things short today, but yeah, it just is what it is. I mean, it's not gonna be good for the longevity of the channel if if I can't generate like a bigger audience for the streams. So just kind of hope that a few people watch it later on and just get the view count up a bit, so that it doesn't hurt the channel sort of in a more of a long-term sense. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Never done them, but then I've done Paunch and Vamp so far. Ooh, you know what? Vampire counts actually might be a lot of fun. I don't know. I'll think about it tonight and try and decide what I'll do tomorrow. But yeah, thanks again for being here, guys. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Ragnarok out.